Alright, afternoon everyone. So today we're going to merge two hives. So last video was filmed 3 weeks ago and I had a hive that was queen right and a hive that was queenless next to each other. So today we're just going to merge them two hives and then just combine the colonies, and then we have one queen right colony. They'll be nice and strong for winter because one's getting weaker because it hasn't got a queen. The other one's trying to build up because it's been weak, so we'll strengthen the hive by doing that. Okay, so before we start to merge these hives, I'm going to go through the big hive, which is the queenless one, and we're going to check to make sure that there is definitely no queen in here today, because there wasn't 3 weeks ago, but the queen could have still been out on mating. We're also probably going to take a super off here because they don't seem to be filling one of them up or even drawing it out, because I wanted to draw them out fresh frames. Oh wow, okay. We now have a queen in here. We've got a single egg at the bottom of each cell. It's definitely a queen that's laying these eggs. This is a single egg in the centre of each cell rather than, you know, multiple at the sides. So it's definitely not a laying worker. Got a lot of brood on here. A lot of cap brood. Wow, there's a queen. She's only little. She's not a particularly big queen. I think I might nip her out actually. She's not a particularly big queen. So actually here, I've got the queen. Now she's not particularly big compared to some of them that I've had. If you can see her, she's on there. She's not big compared to some of the queens I've had. So I think she's going to go the journey, and then I'm going to merge the hives anyway. And then let them go with a stronger queen from a different colony, and get them through the winter as one colony instead of trying to rear up two. So I'll kill this queen now, make the hive queenless. They'll rear some queen cells in the next week, knock down all the queen cells, and then we'll do our merge after I've knocked down all them queen cells, because then they're hopelessly queenless, so they'll be desperate for a queen. So that's my plan. So that queen's gone. I've just killed her there. Killed her away from the hive, so there's no pheromone hanging around. So they're less likely to attack me, but also this, you know, it gets rid of the scent of the queen out of the hive as well. So that queen wasn't a particularly good looking queen compared to most of the queens I have around here. So chances are if she did make it through the winter, they would replace her anyway pretty quickly, or even they might have already thought, this queen isn't quite right for us, we'll make a new one. So with her not being a particularly strong queen and not very big, the chances are she would have been replaced anyway as soon as they could have. However, I know in the next colony there's a nice big strong queen in there, in this colony next door, so I'm going to merge them next week after I make them hopelessly queenless. Right, afternoon everyone. You'll have to forgive me today, I have forgot my tripod, so my camera's not quite right. So today, I killed the queen in this hive 2 weeks ago, almost. Haven't managed to get back to this colony last week at all, and it's not the nicest day, but we need to get these two colonies united. Right, I'm going to go through every frame that had eggs on it last week and check the queen cells. So this one's first capped honey. With a good shake, got a lot of capped brood and a capped queen cell there, so I'm just going to take that straight off. That's the brood box back together. I'm not going to put queen excluder on, there's no need. I'll smoke it down there. So what I'm now going to do is actually combine them straight away, because it takes a few days anyway, so I haven't got any major concerns about them killing the queen off. And I'm actually going to do this, I'm going to put this into winter configuration while I do this. So for winter configuration, this super is going to go on the bottom of this brood box. Queen will move down, she'll lay the super out. They'll fill the brood box full of honey and nectar and pollen. And then when it comes to the spring, she'll move back up into the brood box and lay in the top. And then I swap them back and put the queen excluder in and fill this box full of honey again. I've got my brood box, my super. I'm going to put my brood box directly on top of my super. They lift the whole set back on top of the base, and then you'll see me put the other colony on top. Lots of caplins, couple of wax moth larvae, couple of dead bees. No signs of any varroa. So now we're going to lift that whole stack up in one go. Back on top. Right, so that's now in winter configuration. And as the weeks go on, I'm slowly going to do this. So I'm going to puff these girls down and do 2 sheets of newspaper. Then another 2 just because they're not quite big enough. And my frames run the warm way, so I'm going to put a couple of pinholes in here and there, just for the bees to pass pheromone through off the queen, find the edge of the frame, and then they'll eat the edges away at this newspaper slowly throughout 2 or 3 days and migrate through. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put the queen excluder back on just to stop the queen from going up into these honey supers that are at the top here. When she does work her way through, she probably won't, but it's just precaution. And then I'm going to give them their 2 supers back, and if they want to draw them down and fill lower stores, they can. If they're just wanting to keep them as supers, they can. I'm not bothered, because these bees are going to be trapped in for 2 or 3 days. I just want to make sure they've got plenty of feed and stores until they can get through the bottom and out the bottom of the hive. Then I'm going to put the crown board back on and put the lid back on. So it's quite a bit of a big messy stack here, but this is how we merge colonies. This one's probably a bit messy and not ideal, but you know, sometimes it needs must. Alright, unfortunately that's it this week. It's not a nice job to do, but unfortunately it needs doing, and that helps improve the strength of all the colonies here at the apiary. Killing queens isn't nice, but unfortunately it's a needs must to ensure strength for the hives throughout the winter, to preserve more bees and help the colonies flourish earlier in the next year, to make them stronger. So not a nice video today, but if you, I wouldn't say enjoyed, but you know, if you think we've done the right thing or if you think we've done the wrong thing, please comment, like, subscribe, please follow this channel and support us, help us improve our beekeeping and make everything around here stronger and better. Thank you for watching.